Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to another exciting edition of Learning with Inkscape. That's right, Inkscape. And you're going to learn today basic shapes, colors, and things that you can do with them. So here we go. We have a open desktop right here, and we have Inkscape already open. Let's get right into it. So we have right here a file right here, upper in the upper left-hand corner. We're going to go down to Document Properties. Document Properties opens up in the right side of your screen, and what you will do is you'll go over here. You see display units. You're going to go to the drop down bar right here and select inches. Most people in America use inches. I use inches. So let's go down to here to the custom size window. We're going to go into our display units, and then we're going to make it true 8.5 by 11 right here. Yes, we are. And we're going to choose that. We're going to go right down, and we're going to choose 11. We're going to hit enter, and we're also going to close this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn a little bit about shapes, and we're going to, first off, we're going to enlarge it a little bit, and we're going to get our selection tool, and we're going to make a rectangle. Now, what you do is, you see this right here? When you make a rectangle, now behind this right here is it's like a grid, a way to measure at 8.5 by 11. Okay, so you do that, and you see you have no color in your fill. And your fill is your color, by the way. So if you don't know that, know that. Okay, we're going to go over here to stroke style. Now, right here, there is a border, or you could say it's a path, okay? And you're going to apply a stroke. You're saying apply what to a what? You have things in Adobe Illustrator, Inkscape, that when you create a path, you're going to choose a stroke to the path. Like when you take a paintbrush and apply a stroke to like a canvas. So think of it as that way. And when you come over here, we've already got it in inches. We're going to bump it up a little bit. You see what it does when you bump it up. We're going to take it back down. Okay, so that's with that right there. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to move. And if you don't have a refreshing beverage, I have my little root beer. Very good. Y'all give me just half of a second. Well, maybe that was a little more than half of a second. Anyways, so we come right over here to, let's expand or enlarge our board right here. Let's select off our canvas and enlarge it right here. There we go. Okay, so let's come over here, and we're going to get a rectangle, or let's just do a square. Okay, we're going to come over here to our create circles or ellipse tool right here. We're going to make a circle, just your average basic circle, nothing special with it. And then we're going to come over here to our polygon and star tool. Now, if you see this, if it comes up as a polygon feature up here, look up here. You see right here where it says new. Up here in the upper left corner, I have it on the star setting, okay? You can have it over here, and you can change it to a polygon, but for our purposes right here, we're using the star setting. So you can use that. I've got it set to where it only has 3 corners, and you can play around with the different ratios, okay? But for right now, we're just going to use 3 sides to make a basic triangle. We're going to adjust some of these right here. We're going to move them. And we're going to have a little fun and learn just a little bit, touching on some basic things. Now, starting with the colors, we're going to use colors with our objects. So we're going to come over here, back to our fill. We're going to apply a color right here. You see the thing right here? There's no color with the X, as opposed to coming over here and having a fill color. Well, it applies fill color, okay? So you can choose to have a different fill color. We're going to go to the the triangle, select the triangle, And we're going to go over here to say, like, let's have a really, really bright color, like, say, let's use yellow. Okay. Makes me think of cheese dip. So let's go over here to the color, or excuse me, the object, or circle object, and select its color. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and let's select, let's see, let's select like a real fiery red or something like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to choose some of these functions up here. You see where it says path. You come down here and all these little features right here. Well, we're going to key on a couple of these. Okay. So you come down and you click out and you close that window. You come over and you drag down with your selection tool. Remember, over here in your upper left corner, you have your selection tool selected, and you're going to drag down and select all three of these shapes. Now, we come back up here to path, and we're going to go to union. Okay, so you see what it does to our three shapes. It merges them. It makes them all become one. Okay, so if you want to get back to where we were, we're going to go with Control and Z. And so there it shows you what you have just done. Now remember, if you want to use any of those features that we were just looking at, we have to select all three of them, okay? So that's what it needs to have happen when it needs to work, okay? We're going to go to, let's just say down here to exclusion. Okay, so it excludes these areas that both shapes, when they come into contact with each other. So as an example, you can, I'm going to show you a real neat feature. We're going to, you see this where it says break apart? We're going to go ahead and click that. Okay, so we select away, we come away and we hit our mouse button, left button right there. And what this allows us to do is, you see, you can do that with that shape and that. So it allows you to do some really cool things, okay? So that's something that you can play around with and try out just for yourself. And they are all located up here. So, just make a couple basic shapes. And you don't have to use color. I just do it because it looks good and you can tell the difference. So you can use them without color. I just like to use it color on this or for tutorial. So that is something that you can do with your basic shapes. Once again, remember opacity over here, set them to 100. You don't have to. I like to. Remember your colors over here you have under your fill, how you can either apply or not apply your colors to your objects. Okay, once again, my name is Derek McKinnon from Multimedia Design Central. You have a great day creating, and also, if you like this video, please subscribe, and then next to the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon. That will let you know when a new video is created. All right, thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.